Yes, good afternoon all. Dear authors and invited guests of the technical session 3A. The Harsh is the moderator of this session, but due to some technical issue, he is not able to join on time. So on behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems, Ahmedabad, India. The 7th edition of the conference is being organized in hybrid mode. Physical event was held in Ahmedabad yesterday and virtual event is held through Zoom today. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive session through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations and each will get the 8 minutes of the presentation and 2 minutes for the QA. There is another request, all the participants, that you all stay connected with us till the closing remark. If you have any query, just write up to me. Just before we get started, I would like to introduce our session chair, Dr. Anupa Jain, as well as the Dr. Neha Tiwari, to chairing this session. So I request you, I look forward to the first presentation of B. Abhinaya.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
you can just share the screen, B. Abhinaya, and start the presentation.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Audible, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Abhinaya from G. Narayanamma Institute of Technology and Science, Hyderabad. I am here to present the paper on a deep learning technique to
Yes,
recommend.
go ahead. Your screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Audible, actually.
I'm here to present a paper on a deep learning technique to recommend music based on facial and speech emotions. A survey of 2009.
You are not audible, B. Abhinaya.
She is audible. She is audible.
Anupa ma'am, you are audible of the screen?
Yeah, I can hear her.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Abhinaya, you are audible. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
A survey of 2019 to 2020 proved that 68% of people aged from 18 to 34 listen to music every day, and significant time spent weekly listening to songs is 16 hours and 14 minutes. So this clearly states that music acts as an escape for a few moments and provides relaxation. Looking at the advancement of technology, several music players with various features have been developed, but applications that provide songs based on facial and speech emotions are not available. Therefore, when we talk about human emotion detection, the emotion can be identified through either facial or speech expressions. Our proposed system focused on designing an automatic emotion recognition system and give music recommendation based on facial expressions and speech using deep learning techniques. Therefore, the objectives goes like this: to extract the facial features or speech features, to detect the emotion using deep learning technique, and to suggest songs suitable to the detected mood and give emotion analysis. As this is the most research topic, we have gone through various research papers. The techniques they used are SVM, Gaussian mixture model, MLP classifier with their limitations. The architecture of the proposed system goes like this. If the input is audio, it goes to speech signal pre-processing like signal discretization and audio data augmentation. Then the prosodic parameter extraction is done, where the prosodic parameters can be intonation, pitch, tone of the speech, etc. Then it goes to a classifier like CNN and LSTM, which recognize the emotion and gives music recommendation. If the input is video, then the part is to locate the face and they detect the face. Then the expression of features of this face are extracted, and the classifier CNN recognizes emotion and gives music recommendation. Going deeply to the speech emotion recognition module, it's broadly divided into the input is divided. The input goes to the feature extraction and the feature selection is done. Then the classifier classifies the emotion and emotion is recognized. For that, to build this model, we have used this data set, which contains 1,440 files of 24 actors, 12 female and 12 male, where the speech emotions are 7 of neutral, happy, sad, angry, fear, surprise, and disgust. Then these files go to data pre-processing, where signal discretization is done. As speech audio signals are continuous signals, these are converted into discrete signals. Audio data augmentation is this technique is to increase the diversity of the data set. It is done by modifying the existing data samples in small ways like noise injection, shifting time, changing pitch, and speed. Mel spectrogram is an important feature of any audio file. It is used to achieve human hearing perception. For example, a human hearing range is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Any human can tell the difference from 500 hertz to 600 hertz, the difference is 100. But as the frequency goes higher, like 9,900 to 10,000 hertz, it's a sensitive area where a human ear cannot perceive. So these hidden features are extracted from Mel spectrogram in a visual manner or like an image. This goes as CNN is known for its image segmentation and identification, and LSTM for its handling the sequential of data as speech signals are sequential in manner. We have employed CNN LSTM model. Now going deeply to facial emotion recognition, we have used FER 2013 dataset, which contains 35,685 grayscale images of labeling to 0 to 6, 7 emotions: angry, disgust, fear, happy, sad, surprise, and neutral. This is one of the example of the dataset showing angry and surprise. The algorithm goes like this. Once we launch the webcam, it has to locate the face and detect the face using cascade classifier. Then image scaling is done to 48 by 48 pixels grayscale. Then making a prediction of the face using exception model, which is type of CNN. Then identify the most frequent emotion, give recommendation of songs. Music recommendation module interacts with these two modules of speech and facial and give the output of the list of the songs from the songs directory, which are segregated emotion wise. This is a web application where a whole model is implemented, where the user can select the record video option or record audio option. Once you selects the record video option, then it starts recording for the 15 seconds. In the 15 seconds, you can human face gives many expressions, and that expressions are the combination of various emotions. This probability and the distribution of emotions as shown as emotion report for the 15 seconds. Then after that, the emotion analysis of the total emotions by that particular emotion, the distribution is calculated into percentage, where here, for example, here it's happiness, 87%, and the most frequent emotion is happy. Based on that, the songs are recommended from the Spotify songs directory. We have created data set that is name, album, and artist are displayed. If the user chooses speech option, give audio option, then that is also recorded and goes to the model and also gives the speech emotions like this. The most frequent emotion for that sample was angry, and it maps to that emotion of songs directory, angry songs from Spotify directory is displayed here. So concluding this, we have implemented speech emotion recognition module through Ravdesh dataset using CNN LSTM algorithm, and facial emotion recognition module is implemented with FER dataset using CNN, and songs based on maximum emotion detected either from video or audio are recommended. The future work can be implemented.
Your voice is gone. Yeah.
And also it can employ the fusion of emotion. Thank you.
Okay, Abhinya, very well presented. It's a very interesting topic, I think.
Thank you, ma'am.
So is it your PhD topic?
No, ma'am, I'm currently doing my BTech fourth final year.
Okay.
So
Now
this
tell
is
me
our
one thing. So
project.
basically, depending upon the facial expressions, the music will be recommended, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's say if I am not happy, happy music will be recommended for me?
Ma'am, it's not the how, I mean, when the webcam is on, for the 15 seconds, as I can show you here. For the 15 seconds, you give the various expressions, right? And that expressions are common of various emotions. And you can see the distribution of each emotion here. And at the end of 15 seconds, the list goes with each emotion as it's the model has already pre-trained to classify the emotions like that. The 15, which emotion has the most distribution, the probability distribution, like this has happiness as 87% and neutrality was 13%. So then it maps to that song directory, like happy, then happy songs are displayed like that. The accuracy of your emotion is not like that. For that 15 seconds, how is your expression and emotion? That matters, ma'am.
No, but I'm not, I'm just asking this, that how based upon my facial emotions can the music be played? How did you train the data set then?
Yes, ma'am. There is this FER data set which has various images on various like 35,685 facial images of various emotions. This is trained. We have divided the data set into 80% of training and 22 testing, and this goes through CNN for.
And how did you compare your accuracy with some existing papers?
Yes, ma'am, but our accuracy for face is 63%, and for the speech was 65%.
Okay. So speech means if I give a particular word, it will, depending upon the word, recommend the songs to me?
No, ma'am, that's difference. Here we focus on emotion, right? So when you say a sentence, it's
When
speech
you're saying,
recognition.
yeah.
Speech recognition like Alexa or Google Assistant, it focuses on the content of the speech. But when you talk about speech emotion, it's all about your tone and the pitch and various prosodic parameters like intonation. Like the same sentence can be heard in different way. So that features are detected here. That's the model of speech emotion recognition. So
Okay.
it's not about the content, but how you say the sentence matters here.
Okay. So what is the size of the feature set?
Ma'am, this data set here, there are also 1,440 files. So 80% we took it for training and 20% for the testing.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience from my side. Actually, facing some technical issue from my side. So, okay, so continuing from my side, the next author is Impanna Anand, and she's going to present on analysis of hospital patients using cognitive models.
We are present. Can we start sharing the screen?
Yes, you can.
You can start it.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Madhura and my co-authors, Impana, Nikita, Varshita, Trupti Rao, and Dr. Ashwini Kodipalli of Global Academy of Technology are here today to present our research paper on hospital management using K-means clustering. I'm excited to share my findings with you and hope you will find them as interesting and informative as I did. The contents of this PPT is abstract, introduction, literature survey methodology, results, conclusion, followed by references. The main objective of our paper is to improve the medical service recommendation system. The methodology that we have used is K-means clustering. It is a machine learning algorithm that deals with unsupervised data to divide the data set into clusters based on the similarity. Some of the applications of K-means clustering are image segmentation, customer segmentation, species clustering, and clustering languages. The target variable is not accessible in unsupervised data. The main focus of this PPT and our research paper is on the user's necessity that includes location, specialty. It assists the end user in choosing the desired hospital based on location and specialty among n number of hospitals with different specialties located in different locations in the city. Hospital management involves efficiently administering all aspects of hospital operations. The use of hospital management systems has made the process easier. The hospital management is necessary to track and increase revenue, ensure data security, minimize errors, and increase patient satisfaction. Good hospital management prioritizes patient services and high quality treatments. The study proposes hospitals to patients based on location and specialty using k-means clustering. Various clustering algorithms are proposed for big data based on parallel and distributed computation. Choosing centroids affects the quality of k-means clustering. Fuzzy C-means is compared to centroid-based k-means clustering. Multiple clustering approaches are employed for better results. Two k-means algorithms exist. Parallel k or h means and new clustering algorithm for high-dimensional datasets. Q is usually used MapReduce for big data optimization. The Voronoi diagram is used to map the dataset to centroids. This is the methodology that we have used in our research paper. First, we created the dataset followed by data pre-processing, model building, evaluation, and clustering.
Our data set contains the attributes hospital name, area, PIN code, contact details, rating, specialization. In specialization, we've chosen general, skincare, maternity, IVF, which is in vitro fertilization, eye care. For data in data pre-processing, we've done exploratory data analysis where we've drawn a heat map to find the correlation between the attributes. We've also done normalization, eliminated the duplicate values. For error correction, we've used pair plot, label encoder.
Sorry to
unique
interrupt you,
key.
Vanna, but your paper is not showing us.
Their paper is visible, Harsh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shall I continue? Is there any problem?
Yes,
No,
yes.
you continue.
Yeah, so we've used for error correction, we've used pair plot, label encoder, unique key, heat map, and is null and not null functions. For model building, out of the many methods, algorithms, we've used k-means clustering. As our data set is not supervised, we've used k-means clustering and we've used elbow method to evaluate or to find the optimal k value. Evaluation is done using the homogeneity, VNUM, and completeness of the cluster. Initially, we've taken the k value to be 5 and we've performed the k-means clustering, for which we've got the inertia rate of 30188, which is very high compared to the best fit. Doing trial and error method is very tedious task. So we've used elbow method to evaluate and find the efficient k value. After using the elbow method, we've got the k value as 5. Sorry, the k value to be 3. For the k value 3, we've got the inertia rate as 238, which is comparatively very small. So now we've cross-validated the k value, which is got from elbow method using the Silauti analysis. So we see that from this, the result is our paper can. The conclusion is we can use our paper to find the best hospitals in the locality nearby to us using k-means clustering. This compares the data set that has a list of hospitals that provide the best care according to the patient's requirement. Although there are many algorithms, k-means clustering is most suitable algorithm on grounds of its being unsupervised data. To find optimal value of k, the elbow method is efficient, which is cross-validated with Silauti analysis. The quality of clustering operation depends on normalized conditional entropy measures. The final output is obtained through clustering, finding the accurate value of k for the dataset. These are the references we've used for our paper. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Empana, my first question is, did you create the data set on your own?
Yes, ma'am.
So data set was created for how many hospitals?
We've taken, there are 280 samples
Okay.
with 6 features.
Don't you think machine learning model for just 280 size data set is a little less? The data set size is very small.
Yes, ma'am.
The reason being it is small, we have not got the proper inertia rate. Like when we did it for k is equal to 5, the inertia rate was very high. That's the reason we have chosen, like we have cross-validated with Silhouette analysis.
That is fine. But, at the very beginning, when we know that we are applying a particular method which needs a huge amount of data set, I think we should not just test it for the sake of testing on a small data set. It is just resulting in, I would say, waste of energy. Right?
Yes.
We are contributing to energy emission somehow in doing this.
Yes, ma'am.
So at the beginning, when we know that a particular algorithm doesn't work very good on a small data set, we should again think about it and put it on a larger data set. So we should prepare a data set in accordance with the model that we are using, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You people are undergrad students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is my suggestion to you that, okay, we are putting machine learning algorithm and trying to do some research that is appreciable. But at the same time, we should take care of whether that research is resulting in carbon emission or energy wastage that we can see. Because again, it won't give a good result you knew because the data set was small. Then we should have worked initially itself on the larger data set, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
To take sustainable issues also into consideration while doing such research. First is this. Secondly, I think the methodology that you used was not yours. It is a standard methodology, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Elbow
Then
method
when
and
you are
Silhouette.
using something which is standard, you should always cite it. There are no citations in your PPT related to literature survey or the model that you are using. So you should give due regard to the authors whose work you are using.
Ma'am,
Right?
we have mentioned that in the reference.
You have
like,
mentioned that in the reference, I know that. But wherever we are, if we are giving a model, we can mention that in the bracket also. That is citation, right? We are giving references, but we don't know where is that particular thing is being cited from, especially in diagram. So this is a suggestion from my side to you.
Ma'am, that diagram which we had used was done by us only. It might be the standard diagram, but we haven't used like.
Again, you have drawn it, that's very good. But again, we are using it, we have referred it through some paper, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we should cite that paper out there.
Even though we have written a code for it, we have to cite it.
Is it, ma'am?
Code is yours, but the model diagram has to be cited.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? Okay, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so moving for our next presenter. Next presenter is Prasad Chaudhary, and he's going to presenting on early phase identification and detection for plant poor growth in rural areas, a survey of the state of the art. Dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes.
You can.
Good afternoon, all. I am Prasad, and today I am going to present my state of the art topic or survey paper on early phase identification and detection for poor plant growth in rural areas. So this is all about agenda that I am going to cover. Then talking about introduction. So whenever if we are going to see the scenario for the yield from the farmer side, then it is expected that richer investment done by the farmer. So he is expecting that the ratio of the yield supposed to be good. Means in short, the result should be in good form. Means the yield loss suppose not be there for the farmer class. Then again, talking about the same, the farmers are concerned about the cost from the tree loss scouting, then whatever chemicals or fertilizers they are going to use to control the disease, though that should be variable. Then talking to the same, so whichever loss that farmers going to get because of the multiple diseases available. So one of the thing is that if it is going to be identified in the early phase, then by identification and detection technique, the farmers can get good yield in comparison of total loss. So ultimate aim is to disease the control, then to save the labor cost and to be a part of global market. Then again, there are multiple factors that like air pollution, then affecting defecting group of the unexpected outcome in the form of yield, then excessive use of water or excessive use of any fertilizers. So this is again one of the reason. Then whenever the farmers they are able to get the good yield, so few symptoms are there initially, but to understand about that symptoms in detail to that respective farmer, so this is again one of the purpose for the same. So according to the area, according to the locality, according to the region, how the diseases or how that yield or crop diseases are there, so that are tried to shown through these pictures. Then considering about literature survey, so I have referred few papers, and through few of the papers, few methods were used. So one of the method is laboratory method. So if we are going to do the physical process or physical survey, if you are going to do, then laboratory method is useful. Then talking about the other method, that is CNN and SVM. So there are few challenges, or there are few what we can say drawbacks or negative points for CNN and SVM. So in few of the papers, CNN was used for only single plant, and that about that respective coffee plant, all the credentials were given. Then about SVM, so there is nitrogen deficiency detected according to that paper. Then other talking about other methods, so accuracy factor is also important. So as per this survey topic, we are trying to outcome, or we are trying to show the accuracy of the yield in between 90 to 95%. So this is about steps how we can follow that. First of all, we need to focus on the area or locality where we are going to consider the class of that respective plants. Then whatever the proposed model we are going to initiate, so first of all we need to select crop. Then according to the crop selection, what are the multiple what we can say outcomes or expected outcomes or unexpected outcomes are there, that we need to be understand. Then how the features are going to reflect, how the features are going to reflect from that collection of the photos or database we can say. And accordingly we need to classify that respective data set, and accordingly that like end user, that farmer is supposed to be understand which kind of disease is identified and detected, and how we can overcome the problem at the initial stage. So these are like list of issues and challenges. So ultimately if farmer need to get good outcome in the form of good yield, so obviously he need to invest for agriculture and chemicals. So how automation system can help for the farmer in this case, so that is one of the issue as well as challenges. Then so talking about the data set, so 2-3 kind of data set or 2-3 different ways of data set we can collect, and by collecting multiple or thousands of images for initial disease detection or identification. So that can help for the same. And as of now, in short, we can say that traditional methods are not supposed to work globally. So there is a requirement to get the system like this so that farmers can easily detect the disease at the initial level of the crop planting. So objective for the same. So again, same to identify the problem in the plant at the initial level and which approach we are going to follow so that farmer class supposed to be user friendly for the same. Then this is about the proposed system, means collection of the data in the form of images or collection of the data set. So we are going to pre-process on that, and according to pre-processing, we are going to divide or segregate the data. And again, we have to divide that data set into trained or test data set. So if classification is going to be well, then it will be fine for the end user so that they can take the necessary action which are required for the same. And this is about how the data supposed to be flow. Again, same considered in the proposed model. So we are going to consider the images, we are going to enhance, then again storage or restoration of the same, and by using segmentation technique, feature recognition, we can segregate the data set in the form of images. Then this is what about data flow of the system. So whatever shown in this data flow, so it is mentioned over here. So obviously to collect the data in the form of disease plant, so we can take the data set in the form of photos of stem, leaves, then front side of the leaf, back side of the leaf, complete tree, good tree, then trees or crops in the bad condition. Then coming to the next step, pre-processing augmentation of that collected images or data set is supposed to be completed. Then applying CNN algorithm.
Please try to stick to the time.
Okay.
You only have 3 minutes now.
Okay, so as I said, methodology, ultimately the purpose is that we need to collect the data set, and that data set supposed to be in multiple forms. So two ways are there. One is the offline way and another is online way. So general purpose method that we can say, we can visit the farms and can take the pictures season wise or according to the growth of each and every steps of the plant. Then another ready-made things or inputs we can get from the agricultural research center, and the data set which is already available, we can use the same. So these are the observations. So talking in short, observation, how we are going to diagnose the problem. Then to diagnose the problem, there must be some data set or there must be some inputs in the form of image so that farmers or end user can get ideally. So such and such kind of disease may be there. So which kind of action supposed to be there? So it is the observation. Then these are few picks on real-time mode. So during offline visit, so for turmeric, these are list of diseases. So how that disease is going to look. So few of the patterns or images we can see in this. Then for eggplant, same for cotton plant. Ultimately such kind of plants supposed to take multiple or many months, so that if initially there is problem for the same, then which special care supposed to be taken by farmer, it is considered over here. So these are list of respective crop. Then this is for soybean, this is for corn. So these are general purpose data set we can consider. So call in that, again black all the data set we can refer. Then citrus data set, and in combination with
Please
this,
come to the concluding side, Mr. Prasad.
okay, so talking about the conclusion, so considering existing data set and considering the offline data set, we need to consider both kind of data set, and accordingly we need to find out the disease at the initial level. And ultimately the purpose is to get the accuracy of the yield of the crops in between 90 to 95%. These are the references used by me.
So, are you a research scholar, Mr. Prasad?
PG holder.
Okay. Um, this is a literature survey paper, right?
Right. Survey.
Okay. And you've gone through only 5, 6 papers for this work and conclusion that no such databases exist or
10,
no.
11 papers.
Come again?
14 references are given.
References are given, but the paper where he has, made the comparison. Can you just come to the literature survey slide? Papers which you had shown. And the year had also not been mentioned there. Yeah, here, please. Yes. So I can see 4 papers here, and on the next slide, 3 papers. Yeah. So out of 14, you've just taken 7 papers, and you haven't even mentioned the years also. So
No.
any specific reason for that?
No reason.
Okay, because that gives a kind of assurance that for like in which year this was done, the research was done.
Okay.
So what did you exactly conclude after this research survey is exactly no data set is available for the images of plants having diseases? Is this that you concluded?
Means another thing is initially if end user is supposed to understand that or identify that there is problem in the crop, then this is one of the.
No, but just like for these handful of papers, just 7 papers, how can you say that? Because we have so many papers, so many research papers in which a good research has been done related with plant disease, and even methods are there which work with a great accuracy. Okay, so my next question to you is there any specific plant or specific plants that you've taken or will take for your research?
Cotton.
Cotton only. Okay. So why have you shown the pictures of other plants and the diseases associated with them?
So considering survey paper can't focus on a single crop, so thought of going through 3-4 more plants in comparison.
What is
So-
the size of data set that you have
Yeah.
created?
Size of
Data set that you have created, you have created.
1,000.
You need to increase it a lot.
Yes, yes.
1,000 is a very small size for the
Yes,
data
yes.
set
I do agree
nowadays
with
for
you.
applying a CNN model and all, right?
Right.
And how did you gather that data?
By visit, field visit.
But you've mentioned certain data sets as well, isn't it? There are certain reservoirs
Yes,
from
yes.
where you can get. So why don't you club it together, or why don't you just take the data from the data set which is available? Will the size still remain same, like, or will the size still be less if you add them to your work?
It was not according to the global consideration. So I have considered one particular locality and thought of or like probability of growing of that respective crop is more. So that's why I have considered that single one crop. That was
And the
my
methodology is also very generic, it's like nothing
Yes,
that you have concluded based on certain survey.
right.
So
But in sample I was planning to go with, but I restricted myself for this book.
That is very fine. But what you should do is now, as your future work, you should work upon your data set rigorously and increase it. Because
Sure, ma'am.
people who are researching, they also need data set, isn't it?
Right.
So
ma'am.
you
I
can
do.
upload a thoroughly created data set on, let's say, Indian cotton plants,
Right.
leaves, right? That will be handy to other researchers, maybe. Okay, for now, I think it's okay, ma'am.
yeah, ma'am. Yes, we can move to the next one.
We can take the next paper now.
Okay. So moving for next presentation, our next presenter is Jerome Edwin, and present fetal cardiac detection using deep learning from echocardiography to image storage.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are.
So is my screen visible, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Jeremiah from N. Kumarasamy College of Engineering, Karur in Tamil Nadu. This is a paper about fetal cardiac tumor detection using deep learning from echocardiographic images. These are the name of my co-workers, Dev Prasad, myself, Jeremiah, and Kumaravel. Our guide is Pradeep, sir. The objective of our project is the early detection of fetal cardiac tumors using echocardiography is our main objective. Using CNN. CNN is one of the major technique in
Please try to stick to the time limit also. Please
Okay, ma'am.
organize your presentation in such a way.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. The CNN mainly uses for image classification. It is an important technique in deep learning. The main objective is analyzing the clinical features of fetal cardiac tumors to explore relationship between tuberous sclerosis complex and cardiac trephidomia. It is a tumor cancer condition present in fetal hearts. And in the introduction to our project, fetal monitoring is one of the toughest um, technique in monitoring the fetal condition during pregnancy. This can be done using echocardiographic image echocardiogram. This is an medical technique to monitor the growth of fetus in the pregnancy time. It can tell us about growth of the organs, size of the child, and movement of the fetus in the pregnancy time. Additionally, ultrasound can be used to detect potential abnormalities in fetus, which just others structural defects and growth restrictions. Echocardiogram is next. These are the related works we have referred. Uh, First is AI application to medical images. In this paper, they have used LSTM method to find the conclusions. The finding is it handles high dimensional datasets and a lot of resources are required. Next is an efficient and robust deep learning method with 1D octa conclusion to extract a fetal cardiac electrogram. The methodology used in the paper is gradient weight class activation mapping technique. It automatically detects the features and it does not encode the position. Next is the value of ultrasonic image features in diagnosis of prenatal outcomes of severe preeclampsia and count of deep learning algorithm. In this paper, they have used SVM supported mechanism to for the result purpose. The works well with the works well with understand and difficult to understand. Next is expert level prenatal detection of complex congenital heart disease from screening ultrasound using deep learning. The method used in the model is neural networks. It provides a user-friendly interface and it cannot be provide a complete result. Next is related works. Gap findings in our project is one of the major gap finding in our project we have identified is computational complexity is high in this technique, and most of the time it provides a false positive rate. The training data are huge for training the model. The outlays may be occurred in image segmentation. This is a proposed system of our architecture. The first phase of our project is data collection. Data collection is we have collected the echocardiograph image of a fetus. Next we have next we use the pre-processing techniques to remove the noise information, and next is feature extraction and segmentation. In this we use the counter-based segmentation to identify the important features present in our data sets. Next is training the model using CNN. In this, we used the sequential CNN model for the training purpose. We used 5 dense layer and 5 dense layer for our model. Next is testing the data set, testing the model. We have used new test set for testing the model. And finally, the prediction is normal condition and disease condition. Disease condition is nothing but referomia condition. These are the software and hardware requirements of our project. Operating system above Windows 7 is fine. Front end we use the Python, and back end MySQL and IDE PyCharm. Hardware specifications is these are the minimum hardware specification required to run our project. Models in our paper is data set acquisition, pre-processing, feature extraction, model training, and disease classification. As we seen data acquisition, we gathered the echocardiographic graphic images of the fetus. It gives the information about the real-time heart heart of the fetus. It is safe and effective way to access the structure and the function of the heart. In this module, we can input the echocardiograph image datasets from EchoNet website and collect the dataset in form of videos and converted into frames for future analysis. Pre-processing, in this we use a set of pre-processing methods to remove the noise informations, and in this we use resizing and median filtering. Resizing is a technique used for image classification, which is very important in pre-processing. And median filtering, we use median filtering for removing the noise information. Feature extraction. In feature extraction, we identified the important features of our project. The extracted features represent the compact and descriptive manner, and they can be used for input of deep learning models. The image is a type of feature representation that captures shape, texture, and color information of an image. Model training is in this model training we use it for model training is based for classification of the inputs. In this we use CNN model, sequential CNN model, as I discussed earlier. In this is classification. It is the final module of our project. It is for binomial classification. One is normal condition of the fetus and cardiac tephotomia, which is an abnormal condition of a fetus. This is a demo implementation. For our implementation, we
Please
use
sum up your work.
Ma'am?
Yeah, please sum up your work. Like how many slides are left? Like yeah.
Okay. The only implementation we use tkinter for our interface, user interface. These are the implementations. Which in this we can give input for normal images. While uploading the images, it will give the results as a normal condition or a referomic condition. Result and discussion. In this we used we converted the videos into 0.5 seconds frames for training purpose. The important metric used in our project is accuracy. It gives the accuracy of model prediction. For multi-class classification, we can calculate the weighted average for datasets. Conclusion. The conclusion is the early detection of fetal cardiac tumors can help in very potential for the prenatal diagnosis. It can help easily to identify the fetal cardiac tumors present in the fetus. Future works. However, there are some challenges we have seen. It to be addressed. One of the main challenges is availability and quality of the data. Next is the variability and ambiguity of the data sets present in the echocardiograph images. These are the references of our project we have referred. That's it, ma'am.
Okay, so my question to you is like, again, you've taken very less number of papers for your base of your research work, right? Secondly, you've converted, you've taken the images from the video. The echocardiographic images have been taken from the videos, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So they must be in 2D format, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and a lot of work has been like it's being done using 3D images now, which have better clarity and less amount of noise detection and removal work for the research. The last paper that you've taken is of 2022, isn't it? You've taken most of the papers from 20, 21, 22. Not 22. I couldn't see, I could see just one paper of 2022. So anyway, it's a suggestion from my end to you that if you take 3D images for your work, it will impact your work in a better way, I would say. Save your time and other things as well. Secondly, this kind of disease is not very, very common. So the data which you would find for this would again be very less. So do you really think that this amount of data would justify the kind of model you intend to work with? And third question is, from where you have captured these videos?
Yes, ma'am.
So 3 questions are there related with the year of the paper. Secondly, why have you not considered 3D images? Because a lot of work is being done in that area now. Like people are considering less 2D images for better quality and other useful impacts. And thirdly, from where have you captured the data? The data would be less and it would not justify the kind of work that you intend to take up. So can you just answer all these 3 questions?
Yes, ma'am. We have referred around 4 to 5 papers between range of 2021 and 22, ma'am. Only we have shown only you said only two, 3
It
papers.
can
We
be
have.
seen in the references. There are
Yeah.
4 or 5 papers of
Yes.
2022.
Okay.
That can be seen here.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, on the
Over to
slide I
next
couldn't
question.
see, but
Yeah, over to next question. Please answer next question.
Yes, ma'am. We haven't thought about the 3D images classification. We intend to start with the basics and we focused on 2D images, ma'am. In future works, we can use 3D images to for classification. Okay, ma'am.
No questions from my side.
Okay.
Okay, so moving for the next presentation. Next presenter is Lalit Kumar and he's going to presenting on home appliances automation using IPv6 transmission over BLE. Dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Good afternoon all. My screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible. Please make it full screen.
Yeah. Good afternoon all. My topic for this particular research is home appliances automation using IPv6 transmissions over BLE. So there are a lot of wireless modules where we have to communicate from by using Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, RF, IR, and the optical. But all these are used for data transmission method for the IoT applications. So in IoT, firstly the data is sent to the sent to the particular nodes, and then they have to control that particular sensors or the firstly sensing that particular data, and then according to the data they have to respond it. So that where we have used either Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and RF. So in this paper I have used BLE method. BLE is the low power Bluetooth module. So Bluetooth is good option for transferring the data for the smaller range. So BLE is just an upgraded version of the Bluetooth for efficient and low power solutions for the data transmissions. So BLE that is and event triggered module, event triggered method. Whenever just we received the trigger from the trigger side or from the persons who wants to control the systems, then only the system will be triggered, and then only it start consuming the power until they frequently sensing the particular sense values, and then accordingly they will perform the operations. So PV6 over BLE is used for used in this particular paper for the particular data transmission method. So we have used RFC 7668 that is already that is proposed from the Internet Engineering Task Force. So we have used in BLE that particular method. We have firstly used Raspberry Pi as a hardware along with the mobile connectivity by using app BlueJet, and we have just communicated and then controlling the all home appliances through this automation method. So BLE has just that is not just supporting the multi-hop system. So there is some particular range limitations. So for home appliances, that particular limitation I have used as an advantage, because if the range is within the limit, then no outsiders can control our home appliances. Even we have also implemented that password protection on that particular system, but even range of that particular BLE is within that particular limit, so no outsider can control this particular home appliances, and that will be safe. So security wise it is also good. So utilizing this is an advantage that we have limited range, so home appliances control no any other persons, and Bluetooth device can interrupt and take the data. So that was an advantage over Bluetooth, where multi-hop is allowed, but in BLE that is only the single hop is allowed, multi-hop is not allowed. So we have used the gate method. Gate is that is we have used a universal unique identifier for the appliances who is controlling that particular home appliances. That's for the Raspberry Pi. We have used one universal unique identification code, so that others can be segregated from that particular code also. So this one is for low energy link. That is a BLE is for the low energy link. So my purpose of this particular application to implement a low energy devices that can control the home appliances using the mobile phone and the BLE method. So it used the internet connectivity, and BLE device is detected through the procedure based on the broadcasting advertising packet. So in advertising packet, whenever some devices wants to connect with some other devices, then firstly he that particular devices will send the broadcast data that he wants to firstly he send that particular data to all along that is in within the Bluetooth range. So firstly they will advertise that particular advertisement message. So firstly they will send the data, then according to the acknowledgement received from that particular devices, then only they can be connected. So that is also the secure so that is perfectly secure communication method. So it has used the services characteristics and the descriptive information. Whenever we will use the BLE method, then all the services whatever we wants to apply in this particular home appliances control, that can be controlled using this the 2.4 gigahertz range. That is same as the Bluetooth that we are just using for the Bluetooth. As I already explained, once the event triggered application, so then only this particular device is power off. Otherwise,
Please
that will
try to go on your own work.
Yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, that is just a basic that is implemented in my own work, and I have prepared one of the hardware who is controlling all the home appliances. That is just a module, that is a low cost module, and the low power module we have implemented that one, ma'am. So we have used these particular RFC models where for using the BLE for our VLE controls and for internet controls, and that is for the handshaking method. That means a router solidation message format that is used for. So 6 LO that is the 6 low PAN, that is the low power personal area network, that is used for the low power and the low bandwidth and the low package size, and even for the low cost and ability to connect a large number of the devices. So that the ability to connect that will be used in here. So router solution is a message generated that is generated for the advertisement purpose and connecting with the along with the other devices also. So that is just an workflow that we have used in the proposed model. So in this, firstly, power up the Raspberry Pi. We have just whenever we have to connect with our sensor devices, then open the terminal. Actually, I have used also the one system for just simulating this particular task in Ubuntu. So all the process what we have done is mentioning in this particular pro. So open NRF app in my phone, and then we just have connected this by using the advertisement messages. And while once the device is connected with my message, then whenever we have to just send some of the text message to our
What is the
module.
use of this advertisement program?
Ma'am, that is firstly just for connecting the whenever there is a multiple of the devices is available in our home appliances, then mobile phone is just searching for the whichever he wants to connect. Once that particular device is connected, firstly that is for ma'am handshaking purpose, because whenever the devices and we have the authorization, then only we can connect particular devices, ma'am. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's why we have used this particular app also. Blue Z is app is used in my mobile phone. So that was the proposed algorithm. Firstly, we have set up the address for our BLU devices, and firstly we have sent it. That particular method is for just for connecting our devices with our applications. So we have used this particular 48-bit Bluetooth devices address for connecting that particular devices. So that is just a proposed algorithm, whatever we have used in our proposed model. So that is just an setup. Whenever we have just open that particular setup, then this particular details will be appear on our mobile phone. Once we have just connected on the right side, that is showing the application results on our on our system that is connected with our Raspberry Pi system. So whenever responses, I also getting that particular response from the Raspberry Pi here. So that is just an connect that is set up with our mobile applications, and that is the result. Once we have sent 00 from our devices, then it's showing that no device is off. Actually, I have multiple devices. Just I have connected different that is LEDs and combination of LEDs. We have just find out so that we can also implement it the devices for connecting and controlling. Actually, I also have mentioned all the complete detail in this particular paper, so that everyone can be connected and everyone can make with this particular low cost devices for their home appliances control. So that is just for 00. Whenever we are just sending 00, then
How
no
many home
LEDs.
appliances were you able to connect?
Ma'am, as of now, because we can connect, ma'am, that depends on the Raspberry Pi. Currently, we have used just the 4 devices, ma'am. That is for LED, for 4 devices. I have used the 4 LEDs. So whenever we have sent 00, then it's showing all zeros. And whenever I am just sending 0F, then all LEDs are in on condition. That on the left side, that is showing the our
Other
mobile
than this
applications.
microchip coding, you had to put some sensors on those devices also?
Ma'am, that also can be implemented in this one. Actually, that is just
No, this is my question. Like, you have connected 4 devices, right?
yeah, ma'am.
Now, those 4 devices are placed in different rooms of your home.
Yeah, ma'am. That can be placed at different rooms, ma'am.
That can be placed or that are placed.
Ma'am, actually, I have just prepared the model because implementing in actual room, and so that more wiring, and we cannot summarize in the single picture. That's why we have just
Actually, basically, you have taken LEDs and you have considered them as being the appliances, right?
appliances. Yes, ma'am.
So now my question to you is, like, you have taken LEDs and you have taken them as a simulation for your appliances.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do we need wiring? Because when we are talking about these Raspberry Pi solutions and all, can't we put sensors on the home appliances which are
Ma'am, that
placed
is
at separate rooms?
Ma'am, that is also possible. Actually, ma'am, in right side, that is a single module. Actually, I have just prepared one module that can be assembled in a single small package. Actually, that is I have just used the general purpose.
Ultimate usage is that only. No, this is just a testing purpose that you have given 4 LEDs, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Right. You are right, ma'am. So ultimate aim is to control all the home appliances through using our mobile app, and we have found that particular solution that is event triggered, not the continuously consuming the power. So only a single size of the battery that can be run up to 3 year or 4 year, ma'am. So that was my
Okay,
interest. Yeah.
I think I got your point and I've asked you questions. So maybe you can just show your conclusion slide.
Yeah, ma'am. That is the results. Actually, my
No, that is good, but you should extend this project.
yeah, ma'am. Surely, I have taken your feedback positively. I will extend this particular project and will try to implement that and that
Thank
one
you.
also.
Then
Thank
we
you.
can
Thank you.
move to the next presenter.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, so moving for the next presenter. Miss Magara, and she's going to presenting on pothole detection and road condition updation on Google Maps. Dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Yes. Good afternoon. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a paper of PC Nishimogodo, right?
Yes. I'm the co-author of this paper.
Okay.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Grisha HM from Kerala Technological University. I'm going to present the paper title Pothole Detection and Road Condition Updation on Google Maps. The content of this presentation includes introduction, need statement, and block diagram, specification, identification of input output, and algorithms related to this, and results and conclusion. Coming to the introduction, in the advanced in today's field, the autonomous vehicles, they're reaching. There is a lot of companies which are working on autonomous vehicles. There are different types of sensors which are using in autonomous vehicles for different functionalities. The major sensors which are using are cameras, lidars, and radars to detect an object, to detect a lane, and for different functionalities. And even in advanced technology, car is communicating with surrounding vehicles. And majorly, the main thing is whatever the autonomous vehicles, but the roads are the basis for the transportation of the cars. But the major issue related to the roads are there is proper roads are required for smooth and a better transportation. The design and development of these roads is a major issue. Due to this, every year approximately 1.5 lakhs of people dies on Indian road scenarios. With that context, what are the different factors which contribute in road accidents, which includes drivers, pedestrian, passengers, vehicles, and road condition, and also the weather condition. Particularly, we are looking at the road conditions which includes potholes, damaged roads, eroded road, which are merges of rural roads with highways. These are the illegal speed breakers. These are a different road condition which definitely contributing to the accidents which happens on Indian context. So then how we could solve this issue is one of the solution we come across, that is the detection of potholes. And that is just that a detection will not serve the purpose. After detecting, how we can communicate and how this information should be shared to the other vehicles. Therefore, we are going to update those information on Google Maps. So the block diagram or the methodology which we have followed in this work, we have acquired the data, that is the through camera, and that from the image we are going to detect the potholes. Along with the camera data, we are going to take the Google Maps. So that we feed it to the pothole detection. The pothole detection, once the pothole is detected, we will get the coordinates from that pothole. Then that we were to store the detection and location data, and we are uploading that coordinates on the Google Map. This is the workflow of this method. Then functional block diagram, when it comes to, there are three things. One is training phase and server side and a client side. In the training side, we are going to use an YOLO V5 a model which uses the COCO data set. We are using 4,000 lane data we used. So that is going to detect the potholes on the road, and that we are communicating with the server side, and that means we are storing that data. We are fetching the location, that is using GPS. We are getting that coordinate value, and at that we are uploading it to the cloud. So that we can communicate it with the other vehicles, or with detecting the GPS coordinates, or any other vehicles which are coming. We are getting that information through cloud. So this is the algorithm. That and the results, the pothole detection. This is the YOLO V5 model results. It is able to detect the potholes on the road. Then this is the sample output, how we are getting the data from the Google Map. These are the results of the pothole detection model of a V5 model with the different data iterations we have done. With the mean average precision, we got 95%. And this is the related to the different images, how we are getting the longitudinal and latitude coordinates from the Google Map. So once it is if there is a lane, if there is any pothole, if it is detected, then we will get the longitudinal and the latitude of the from the Google Map. So this is the image where we will get, this is the markings where there is a pothole, and that is shown on Google Map. So with that, I'm going to conclude that the basic objective of this is to detect the pothole on road and update it onto the database, which is definitely helpful for the surrounding vehicle, as well as another main is we will get to know that what is the condition of the road. And we are able to this model, what we are using, the YOLO V5 model, which is able to detect the pothole with the accuracy of 95%, the mean average precision. And using a geolocation API, we are from the Google Map. That API we are using to acquire the location of the pothole. When the pothole is detected, the location is traced, and this information we can just store it in the database that is updated on the Google Map. These are the references I used for this work to be carried out.
Thank you. My question is that it means that when you will be traveling from one place to another and you find a pothole, you take the photograph and upload it on the Google Map, right?
Yes.
So in that case, only the roads that have been traversed by you, you'll be able to detect potholes?
Yes, it will. Yeah. See, from the beginning, when we start, it is keep on updating wherever there is a pothole on the road.
That is what I'm asking you, that only the roads that are being traversed by you, you'll be able to upload that data.
Yes. Yes.
So only on that roads we are being able to detect the pothole, isn't it?
Yes. If this system is there in every vehicle, then automatically whoever travels on the road, that information will be updated in the Google Map.
But again, even if the system is in every vehicle, the photograph is being clicked by the driver, isn't it?
No, sensor.
automatically the sensor will
Yes,
click
yes.
the
Camera is
photograph.
installed, but in our work we have done that is the data set is Coco data set we have used. But in the implementation, if it should be the camera has to capture the image, and that data should be processed, and it will this algorithm
That
will
means
works
we
on
need
that.
to have a camera in the vehicle also.
Yes, yes. We have to install the camera on the vehicle.
That is a costly
Yeah,
solution.
no,
as of now.
camera is not a costly thing nowadays. It's even with a minimum 2 megapixel camera can be sufficient for this work.
Okay. And what platform did you use to do the coding?
It's a Python.
You did it in Python.
Yes.
Were you able to test the solution, the coding part, only in a simulated environment, or you tried it doing it in a live environment?
Live we have not tested. Only the simulated environment we have tested.
Okay. So did you not plan to try it on the live
Yes, yes.
environment?
In our university, we have now there is a setup for modeling. There is a buggy vehicle. Where we are planning to test it onto that vehicle.
Okay.
We have equipped with all the sensors. So therefore, even side view cameras, CSI cameras, and depth cameras, all the cameras we have in our buggy vehicle, that we are going to plan it in the next phase.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Right now, you're saying that the traveler will have to get down and take the picture. So,
No. Yeah, it has to actually the cameras. We assume that the camera has to take the image. That image is
no, that is the proposed one, right?
Yes.
But right now, as of now, the traveler has to take the pictures, isn't it?
No, ma'am. That we assume that the camera has captured the image. That we taken those images and we have carried out this work.
If you tried it, carried out and simulated in.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, dear presenter. Now, I'd like to move for next presenter. Our next presenter is Shweta Gareshwar, and she's going to presenting on primitive and investigation on student response system to assess the rating on profiles, dataset, and aerial view. Shweta, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Shall I start, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. Just a second. Is my screen is visible? Hello, ma'am. Is
Yes,
my screen
it's
is
visible.
visible?
It's visible.
Okay. Yeah. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. Myself is Shweta Dhareshwar, and I'm here today to present a paper on a scrutiny and investigation on student response system to assess the rating on proposed dataset and aerial view. This is what I'm planning to give presentation on. Abstract: a vast study and examination is made to analyze the students' feedback to assess the efficiency of educating and learning system. So whenever I consider the paper, I have done lot of study and I have spent lot of time in analyzing the student feedback so that the teaching learning process will be more effective. And I used the different algorithms like natural language processing, machine learning, and we can also use what is that called as CNN model also. But these are the available algorithm which is present here. But I have considered natural language processing. And basically, this is what I'm planning to do. The first one is introduction. See, nowadays, wherever you go, there are a lot of data which are available on the internet.
right? So whenever we consider the data, it can be because of advancement in the technology, or it can also be the automation what we are doing nowadays, right? Because of which we ended up having or getting lot of data. So in order to address that issue, one of the important part, that is in the natural language processing, wherein in that I'm going to use sentiment analysis in order to handle that large amount of data. As we can see, the amount of data which available, most of the data are in the form of a textual format, right? So whenever we buy a particular product, or whenever we purchase a particular product, related to that, we are going to give feedback with respect to the product, or uh, the product what we are buying. So related to that, what I'm doing, sentiment analysis is one of the field wherein it can be used for analyzing the response or the opinion in a particular document or a sentence, and based on that we can review and analyze the entire feedback system. So the review can be related to an event, it can be related to the brand, or it can be related to a person or the product. Earlier means how we are going to collect the reviews or the feedback is nothing but with the help of magazines, newspaper, or any other people through which we are going to collect the views. But advancement in the technology has given lot of options, so that we can collect, or the people started giving the response or the feedback using social media network, or it can be microblogging sites, right? So basically this sentiment analysis is the one which is going to take the input from this different social networking sites or microblogging sites, and through which it will review, it will take the reviews or ratings or recommendation, whatever, based on the feedback in the form of a textual information. So whenever we are going to analyze the sentiment or the feedback, basically it will be in the form of a three type. One is positive, second one is negative, and the third one is neutral one. So in feedback system, that too particularly I have considered the education system. That means whenever I talking about education system, that is online courses or the platform I have considered, and I have considered the MOOC courses especially in order to evaluate the feedbacks. So whenever you consider teaching learning process, feedback is one of the integral part we are going to consider, because through which feedback we can enhance or we can improve the teaching learning process, right? So not only that, students are going to learn effectively if we collect the feedback. So that is what I'm trying to understand with this survey, right? So the next one is survey. Whenever I talk about large amount of information, so the analysis of that is not so easy, right? So in order to automate that as analysis part, I have used sentiment analysis. So wherein it involves machine learning as one of the algorithm. Based on that, I can consider. And whenever I consider the MOOC course, so there are different assessment method we can have. What I have considered is nothing but the content of the course. Whenever I talk about content, it means from the student perspective, that is related to the learning material, the type of assignment they have, and the project they are going through. And the second assessment method is course structure. Course structure, basically it tells us whether the course is basic one or the advanced level. That is nothing but the difficulty level for the student to learn. And then last one is design. Design with respect to the MOOC course is nothing but how well the content of the course is organized. Because whenever you consider MOOC courses online, there are number of universities or there are multiple organizations, they are going to provide this online MOOC courses, right? So these are the three major things I have considered for this. And whenever you consider the MOOC process, there are lot of advantages, right? So after collecting the feedback, what exactly we are going to do? we are going to improve the quality of the videos, or we can going to improve the courses. And based on the review from the student side, we can help the student to learn more. Because whenever you consider as a student, they are not going to sit in one place or sit continuously to read the MOOC courses. Whenever they are free, whenever they want to spend time to learn, they will open the MOOC courses and they will learn that, right? So in order to have these MOOC courses from the student point of view, it is very advantageous. And whenever the student give the feedback, some of the student, they might give negative feedback also. So if we consider the negative feedback, it will be helpful for the institution, those who are providing that. So based on that negative comment, they can improve the area where exactly the student have given the negative feedback. And this is how, or what is the architecture of the system. The first one is data collection. So basically data collection, in order to consider, I'm collecting the data from different online platforms like Coursera, it can be Udemy, all those things. And once it is collected, next step is pre-processing, wherein the whatever the data I'm going to collect it is ready for execution. The next one is stemming, stop word removal tokenization. It means that if you consider the feedback or the response from the student,
please keep the time limit in mind.
Okay, ma'am. It includes different types of stop words like unnecessary words, exclamation, special character. We have to remove that, then we have to consider. Then the feature selection, it is in order to identify the subset. So after that, we are going to classify whether it is positive, negative, or the neutral feedback. And the next one is evaluation, wherein I'm going to check the accuracy or the precision. And the last one is with the help of graph, like histogram or the graph, I'm going to represent that. And this is what my sample data set, wherein it includes the fields like course ID, course certification type, course rating, and the review by. Course ID is basically a title. Course certification is whether it is a basic course or a specialization. Rating will be given by the student, that is basically within 5. Maximum rating they can give is 5. And the review, that is whatever the feedback from the student side. This is the continuation of that. And observation and analysis, I have gone through more than 30 papers, and I have seen that these are the things, whatever the problem related to that, and what is the method they have used, and the observation and related success rate. And this is what the result. If you see here, first graph is going to tell us if I consider a particular course, with respect to that particular course, how many students they have given positive feedback, negative feedback, and the neutral one. And the green color I'm going to represent for positive feedback, and the blue is for the bad or the negative feedback, and the orange is for average feedback. And the right hand side, with respect to all the courses, around 1,500 feedback I have considered, and with respect to that, this is what the total feedback classification, whether it is positive or negative. And the conclusion is nothing but during the pandemic year, in order to increase the teaching learning process, the MOOC courses have gained a lot of success. So with the help of this MOOC course, the universities or the organization, what they are providing the MOOC courses, we can tell them that this is what the feedback, and based on the feedback, they can try to improve their course content, all the other things. And if you see overall, the positive feedback are favorably more compared to the other two types. These are the references. And thank you. That's all, ma'am. Hello.
So where and how you collected your data from?
Actually, through Kaggle dataset I have collected, ma'am, and around 1,500 feedbacks with respect to the Coursera.
Okay, so that is specifically done for Coursera.
Yeah,
ma'am. Do you intend to consider a few more sample data for your work?
Yeah, ma'am. We can also consider for Udemy online platform, those who are using or providing MOOC courses, we can consider, ma'am.
You could have considered SWAM reviews also.
Yeah, ma'am, I could have considered, I tried,
So
ma'am,
what
some of
was
the
the total size of the data set?
1,500, ma'am. And that is, yeah.
That's
And
it.
like I have particularly targeted during the pandemic time so that I can get more or the accurate feedbacks. That is August 2019 to somewhere around March 2021, ma'am.
But again, you could have extended the database. Sentiment analysis could have been done on a larger data set when you are presenting in 23. You could have increased your time span to entire 2022, I think.
Yeah, compared to 2021, the number of students in registered for this MOOC course is reduced, ma'am. That time, due to the pandemic, there was a large number of students.
So was this research done by you at that time only, or you have done it now?
Now, ma'am.
Then why did you go for such a small data set again? Because that would have increased your data set. How does it matter?
She's
That
saying
you
she's
go
just
with-
targeting the pandemic data for her.
Yeah, ma'am. I could include that also, ma'am. 2022 and 2023 also. So I thought it will be more feasible if I include the data which belongs to that particular time period.
Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you.
We
Yeah,
can
ma'am.
move to the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So moving for the next presenter, our next presenter is Gandhi Kumar S. Will be presenting on similarity-based answer evaluation in academic questions using natural language processing techniques. Dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Is my screen is visible?
Not yet, sir. Yes, now it's clear.
First of all, good afternoon all. First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity. We are going to the topic of similarity-based answer evaluation in academic question using natural language processing technique. In this, we have a team of 4 members. That is me, Ilavasan, Kaushik MP, and Sandhya. Ma'am, that's our guide. Our objective is to reduce the manpower and time by answer evaluation in a automatic way in modern technologies. In pandemic situations, everything was changed. The exams and everything is in digital format. So that time it's very important. So we consider that this is a good thing. So we try to implement this. In this, there is a students. There are many students. Means every answer should be different, and the every answer should be different, and that answers are not similar for that. In this means the machine driven answer scripts, we want to upload our results like some this is a key, and we want to perform the student answers, and the key that is provided by the staffs. It will be processed, and it will give the output as a if the student writes something like they wrote something in their own convenience, it will automatically the meaning will be fetched, and it will give the output and mapped with the key that is uploaded by the staff, and it will be evaluated and give the results. That related works in previously that we have taken for our reference is for our reference the algorithm FCA we have taken for something like for we uploading that answer scripts, and the keywords for like it will be in different data types. It will be move to that. In word to vector means why we refer that means every words that is written by the students means that will be tokenized and take it in order. That will be the thing to convert it. after that, two-stage future selection algorithm is just we refer this for classifying that that things like two that the small things like a that we want to remove that, so we go through that, and we can use in that. And some other things we have searched, but we have not go through that all the things, and we have not implemented that previous things all. So we just going through what they have done previously, and we have taken some ideas from them, and we can implement our own ideas also in this. um, in long short-term memory and k-means clustering, we have used k-means clustering, that that is used for taking that answer evaluation. It will be k values that will be give that center point. That means it will give that it will be satisfied or not satisfied, like that it will be finded and give that outputs. After that, NLTK, that means it's a common thing in natural language processing. You can use this for use it for similarity sets that we can find it. No, we can use that, and it can also tokenize. We can use it. And in deep learning techniques, hybrid deep learning techniques, just we refer that to take that how they perform in deep learning. Hybrid deep learning means nothing but they have also used deep learning, and as well as machine learning things, and as well as an NLP. They combine all the things, like they import that framework, and they have done how they just we saw in that how that are going on, and we find some things in that.
Please tell us
Next.
your major findings from the
Okay,
review
okay,
of the work.
okay. In previous all the things we refer, no, that is the major gaps we will find is there is they will find only the similarities, means the word is exactly matching or not, and they will find they will if they match, they will give the marks. Otherwise it will be not searching for any synonyms and meanings. The student convenience is not there. We have added in that. In previously, the sentence mismatch also is there. The sentence is there in a key is exactly we want they want to match. In that, in our thing, that is not required. The meaning will match, means it will give the output. Our proposed system, we have created the UIs for all the persons. This is a major thing. Every projects have not done. It's important to giving the clients or someone to it's working. There is one admin and the staff and the students. The admin can view the all the things and manage them. The staff can log in and set the question for which year and which class they want to give. They can give the question and post the keys for that. For the from them, for that it will be the answer will be provided by the students, and after that it will be get trained. The previously the so many tests are happen, no? That the testers they will previously we have during training it will be fitted on that. We have taken machine learning in our college, and we have fit that training data, and we have used that machine learning question papers and answers to evaluate that. And we have used machine learning exams in this. After that the student go through, means student go and answer put the answers of their own convenient in that. It will be first it will be on similarity, it will check. After that the meaning is same or less, it will check, and it will if exactly match they give a correct point, and if the meaning is match, it will be at middle level, it will give the points. If the 2 mark question, it will give 1 marks. After that, if the is wrong, it will not provide any marks for that, and it will be shown to the staffs as well as admin and the students after once exam is completed. These are the software requirements and the hardware requirements that is required for our project to run. After that, I directly go to that demo of our project. This is a framework construction that we have done in
Sorry to interrupt you, sir,
Python.
but you have last 1 minute. Just conclude the presentation.
Okay. Just here they can upload the question paper. After that, the training data we have taken from our college, and we will provide in this. The answer posting is like this only. The students can write this answer. After that, they can submit and say the results of the exam. That's it.
What do you think are the limitations of your work?
What, ma'am? Once again.
So can you highlight a few limitations of your work?
The previous thing means it will be not UIs and synonyms are not there, ma'am. We have implemented that in our projects, and the meaning also, if similarity is same, it will provide marks, ma'am. And meanings, it will provide a average mark for that, and if not match, it will not give any marks. This is our thing that will be done in our project, ma'am.
The questions and the answers that you use for your work must be of a specific class and of a specific subject.
Machine learning we taken from that's the thing we have collected from our college and put it for a training, ma'am.
Okay, and what was the size of it?
We take last 6 question papers and answer keys for that, ma'am. That's they have only that data sets, and they provide us, so we have used that, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so moving for the next presenter. Our next presenter is Vesha, and she's going to presenting on QD bacteria and Bluetooth detection from ZM stain spectrum mirror images using object detection model.
Sir, I'm not able to share. Okay. Hello, everyone. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Shweta. I'm a faculty from Electrical Department, Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal. Today, the work I'm presenting is TB bacteria and WBC detection from ZN stain smear images using an object detection model. TB is considered as one of the leading cause of the death worldwide, even though there are many many different diagnosing process are available. Still, a recurring TB disease considered as a major issue in the health science. So different type of TB detection is possible. The one of the simplest and the cost-effective method is morphological identification of the TB bacteria by taking the patient sample and applying the stain, and microscopically it is analyzing if there is a bacteria, that is a rod bacteria, along with the cell, that cell made up of WBC or neutrophils. They are the dead cell will come whenever the bacteria is pathogenic in nature. So whenever our motto of the project is to identify those dead cell along with the bacteria to tell the sample is infectious and the bacteria is pathogenic. A different type of detection model study has been carried out, such as starting from the machine learning approach to CNN based approach. Recently an object detection model in a computer vision system is considered as one of the very important. When initially our challenges during the project is the bacteria size is very small and the WBCs occurs in a very cluttery form. So for that we thought we will go for an object detection model. So the object detection models were also used in earlier literature such as mammogram detection, histopathology, cancer detection, detection of microscopic pollen grains and malaria parasite. Here we explore different type of object detection model. In that we found a RetinaNet based TB detection model is useful, and we also we also tested with a different backbone that the object detection model that is RetinaNet has, and we were able to get a mean average precision value of 0.91. The main object of the project when we started, we are taking the input images and we are going to use a object detection model. Beyond that, we will be doing the annotation using label IMG, and we will be detecting the bacteria and the WBC. Right now we are collecting the sample from the Kasturba Medical College where it has a TB bacteria, and mainly we are focusing on the samples which are infectious where we are going to see the WBC. But right now the current work what we are doing, we have used a public data set that is ZNSM IDBA publicly available data set. It contains 2000 images, each is of around 1500 600 to 1800 size. You can see here the bacteria are very small and the WBCs are not appear in a very regular size manner. They are cell, even though they don't appear. Often when we are detecting, there will be confusion with the additional stain. So we since the bacteria were very small and they appear in a large size, and along with the WBC, we thought an object detection model will be helpful for our study. Different type of the object detection model we have come across. In that RetinaNet model consisting of is a one stage object detection model which uses a focal loss which addresses the class imbalance issues that we felt we have that, and it also there are popular network architectures are also available along with that. The RetinaNet model, different type of backbone architectures are available such as ResNet, VGGNet, and which helps to create a rectangular bounding box which further can be extracted and you can be used for the studies. So in the study we use a PyTorch platform where we are selectively we selected the images for our study where it contains the bacilli bacteria and the WBC of 1200 images we found by taking 800 images from the database. In that 850 images are used to train and 350 images are used to test. And we also used IOU of 0.5 and BAS size of 16, and we normalized in our images with the dividing the images to 512 into 512. We used a ReLU activation function, and we used the SGG optimizer with a learning rate of 1, which was we fine-tuned the model and we trained the model for 50 epoch. Along with that, we started with a YOLO object detection model, which were used for the vehicle detection, but we tried this for the microscopic image analysis. And the specification of the YOLO object detection model is as follows. And we also used 600 images specifically annotated using the different variations we used in YOLO V3, YOLO V4, YOLO V5 darknet models. And we used a performance metrics that has average precision and mean average precision as to identify how our object detection model is detecting the class which we are required. We train the model, and with specifically different version and variations of the RetinaNet models were explored. In that RetinaNet model, with the ResNet 152, I'm showing the result. Were able to get a good result for our bacteria and WBC detection. In the study, we explored the different versions of the RetinaNet model, and along with that, we compared with the YOLO V3. These are the results of the comparison. All these models were pre-trained with the COCO data set, and we can see our proposed RetinaNet model. Initially, we used ResNet 50 for the detection, and we were able to get a MAP of 0.87. And we trained with the different backbones such as VGG16, VGG19, and ResNet 102, 105. In that ResNet 101, we were able to get a good result for the bacterial detection. We also used a different type of filter size, which to identify which specific filter size is suitable for our bacterial detection. We started with a 3x3, and we felt 5x5 based on the result of MAP that gives a good result for the bacteria detection. These are the results that you can see. It is able to detect the bacteria as well as the WBC. Here in the images, we are not able to put it in a very different manner. So the confidence level, I can tell it starts from, it gives from 90% to 100% when we use the ResNet 101 as a backbone. We have started with a project to identify which is the better model for the classification, for the detection, and also from we started with the machine learning approaches as well as the CNN approaches, and along with that we were able to get a positive result using a RetinaNet model, which is an object detection model. Again, we have to extract this rectangular boundary box, and further we have to study the size, width, and other aspects of the bacteria and the WBC to implement or to study furthermore in this project. These are the references. And
did you go through did you think about getting the work patented, since you have claiming it to be the 100% accuracy?
We are still, this is still in the process, ma'am. We are still working. Just a part of the work I have presented.
Okay, and what about the extension?
Very good, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the extension part?
Extension, we want to study more about the model, which we want to avoid the tedious process of annotations with these microscopic images. If our class imbalance problem is an issue and number of bacteria are so small to go for a supervising learning, we are in the process when we were able to find out that retina type or object detection model, which were used earlier for the vehicle detection or population detection, could be a suitable one. We want to enhance this and to have a model which behaves like this with a low resource setting, like which can take a low resources in terms of using a model with a computer which can have the low power, which run faster. That is the idea. It is the beginning of the work where we are trying to see what type of the modeling is good for this kind of problem. We are exploring our options here.
Congratulations for the thought and the work. All the best for your future.
Thank you so much.
I have a few questions, ma'am. The RetinaNet model is a standard model, or you have proposed this model?
A RetinaNet model is already available, but different backbones have not been implemented. There is
You have implemented it in combination with
combinations. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are exploring.
And you tried it with VGGNet also.
First, we started with the VGG.
Yeah, usually ResNet gives better results.
Yes, ma'am. And the ResNet with 101 combination we got a very good result. Based on that, we wanted to incorporate a model which behaves or which behaves in the
What
same
about
manner.
the time complexity of this model? When
That,
combine both the models?
a time for implementation or a time for deployment?
No, time for execution.
Time for execution, it takes in like 1 to 2 hours for the training, and once the model is deployed, it's good to go. We can test for all our test images.
Okay. Now the aim should be to test on higher data sets, right?
Higher data set and the data set which we are getting from the labs.
Right.
And we are also planning to study with combining our lab input images with the data set that we have, publicly
Yes,
available
because you
data
have
set.
trained it on the available data set, so maybe you can now directly test on that.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All the best, ma'am. It's very good.
Thank you so much for your kind suggestions, ma'am. Thanks so much.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, bye.
Okay, so moving for the next presenter. Next presenter is Ujala Srinivas, and he's going to present our on space.
Is it the last presentation, Harsh?
Yes, ma'am. It is love.
Okay.
Is there anyone who's going to be presenting this paper on behalf of Ujala? Yeah, I think so. He's absent time. So moving for our closing remarks. So in this end of the session, we have completed all the sessions, all the presentation, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience that happened in the beginning of the session. Yeah. So I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentation and great contribution in this session, and all the participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough to all the participants. Further, we on behalf of whole team, thank you for your support during this version and the previous six version of this conference. And we will be happy to have you all in the 8th version of this conference in 2024. Moreover, all the participants will be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days, and all the papers have been already forwarded to your screener, and publication will be live within 5 to 6 months. So kindly cooperate with Team ICTIS 2023 and the Global Knowledge Resource Foundation. And in the end of the session, I'd like to thank our session chair for chairing the session. Ma'am, there's one token of appreciation. We have Global Knowledge Research Foundation. Yeah. Neha ma'am, this one is for
Thank
you.
you so much. Yeah, thank you, Harsh.
And Anupa ma'am, this one is for you. To the chair on behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation.
Thank you, Harsh. Thank you. And my congratulations to all the researchers out here. They are doing wonderful work. All the best to them.
Thank you. And in the end of the session, I would like to request you all to turn on your camera so we can capture good memories of this virtual conference. I request other participants, if it is possible, please turn on your camera. Yes. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, ma'am, for your valuable presence over here.
Thank you very much, Harsh. Okay, we are leaving now.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you and good luck to everyone.